Hello. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Friday, February 6th. I have a big show for you today. It's Loosey Goosey Friday. It is
movie review.
We had some movie review, some going back in time, some movies. They're talking about making I think they are making a fourth Friday, last Friday.
It'd be a whole month.
That would be a whole month.
In February.
Hey. Well, listen, you've been very teetering the line today.
Hey, people get confused.
Yep. See, that's not good. But no, we got a big show. We got a big show for you today. Obviously, it's Lucy. Oh, yeah, this guy. It's Loosey Goosey Friday. Obviously, we have the Super Bowl on Sunday. We'll talk a little bit about that. Not necessarily breaking down the game, but talking about the fun bets that the Super Bowl has to offer. Talk a little bit about that. We're obviously going to talk a lot about LSU baseball. Continue to talk about LSU baseball. The TV schedule has come out. We talked about that on Wednesday. We're going to kind of dive into that a little bit this today in this show. Walkout songs got released today. My wife has been asking, hey, we need to have a show where Mo and Allie come on the show and they rate the walkout songs. So they're tough raters. They're tough graders.
Are we? This might just be me, officially old when I don't know half of them.
You don't know half the songs?
Oh, I got one anymore. No, I know some of the old ones. Obviously, I was very much indoctrinated into Stephen Milam's. Glad he didn't change it.
Yep.
That would have been a him move to change it, but it was too much of a hit.
Yep.
Too much of a banger.
Same with Curiel's, but it worked out. It worked for him. They got the light show every time he comes up. You know, that's his thing.
Yeah, until we get to Omaha.
Well, yeah, they don't let him do it. They don't let him do it.
You know,
and that's when it should happen. That's when it should happen. But no, we got scrimmages. The last little bit of scrimmages are happening this week: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously, Casan Evans was on the show on Wednesday. Talked about how he threw yesterday, threw 5 innings, give up no runs. I think you say he walked a couple, struck out some. Workmanlike effort. Basically, exactly how he anticipated him. How he talked about how he was improving as a pitcher this year and what he wanted to do to get to be better. And that is go deeper in games, pitch better, and not necessarily try to strike everybody out. And you're starting to see that through 5 innings. So he's he's building up into his starter workload. They had a few other guys that threw over the course of the scrimmage yesterday. Cooper
Williams.
5 innings pitched. Nope, more. 5 innings pitched. 78 pitches, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned, 6 punchies. And Sheeran is the guy that we've talked a lot about last year because we were excited about. Obviously, he's coming off an ACL injury.
It was Cooper Williams in the second game.
I know, but Cooper Moore threw too. It says Moore on here, 5 innings pitched, 78 pitches. More and fun.
Oh, yeah, first scrimmage.
Thank you. I'm getting better at it, okay? Okay, Coopers are confusing me. But Sheeran is the guy that I'm interested to see what happens. He's obviously a pin guy right now. He's throwing 1 inning, 2 innings in these scrimmages, and he's striking a lot of guys out. He's obviously got electric stuff. And I'm just excited to see what he looks like on the mound in gameplay. Obviously, he had some moments in the Cape, but he's fully healthy. He's back ready to go. And then the other guy that Cason talked about was Plog, right? Isn't that the lefty, the nasty lefty that he said that came out of nowhere that he said is gross? Wasn't that the guy he said?
We can say so.
I don't know. He mentioned somebody. I forgot who he mentioned, but I think it's Plog. He threw in the scrimmage, 1 innings pitched, and strike out, no runs. So my point in saying all this is we're going to talk about some of the scrimmages. We're going to talk about some of the guys that Cason had talked about, and also guys who have actually pitched since the game, since the interview on Wednesday. We're going to talk a little bit about the SEC, about what to expect about some of these teams around the SEC. I think it's a unique season this year, right? There's a lot of change in the SEC. Obviously, LSU's got a lot of the same. They were voted to finish first in the SEC this year. Texas came in second. I think those two teams have a lot of familiarity within the teams coming back with the staff's the same. A lot of the returners, some of the returners that made some big impacts last year are the same. But then you go around the SEC and some of the big names, obviously Tennessee, whole new staff, right? Obviously they had to bring in some players. A&M had their deal last year. They had their staff again. What's going to happen in year 2 with that staff there? Mississippi State's got a whole new staff. You have a bunch of just interesting storylines in the SEC, so we're going to get into some of that today and then more into it as the season goes on. Obviously, we aren't as close to those teams as we are to LSU, but we know enough to be able to go and say, okay, this is what we think, and this is what it would be. These are kind of who will challenge LSU and who will be tough games, and it's the SEC. Everybody's got talent. Everybody's got a roster full of guys that are potentially going to be in the big leagues. And Georgia is one of those teams that is they're getting recognized as a team full of talent and a team that can make a run. So we're going to get through that. We're going to go through that through the course of the show today. It's Loosey Goosey Friday, so we're going to have some fun. And Lloyd, how you doing?
Excellent, sir.
You look good. You got I kind of like what you got going on right now. Like the shoes. You don't have your tennis shoes on. Like those are they're sweatpants, but they're not the raggedy sweatpants. They kind of look nice.
I told you when I got my Christmas shit. This is what I was talking about.
That looks good.
I finally found my aesthetic.
Your hair. You look like you showered.
I had showered. I got a little gel.
You look good.
Well, thank you.
You look good.
I'm trying to take after you, sir.
I'm trying. I mean, right now I'm.
You hang around enough. What do they say? Let a sleeping dog lie, and then if you lay with a dog, you get fleas. This is the opposite of that.
Okay.
So I'm starting to pick up some tricks. How to improve myself.
Okay, I like that. Jay Mitch, how you doing?
Lloyd, did he just low key call your wardrobe raggedy? Is that what I heard?
No,
his former
pants, his former sweatpants I used to wear.
So I used to look raggedy for 4 years apparently, and now I finally figured it out.
Sometimes not.
Yeah.
But this is a good.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a good look. It's a good look.
Yeah, shout out F45.
Shout out F45.
Hey, happy
good.
Friday to you, Lloyd. And
Yeah. Fuck.
Happy Friday to you, Jay. How you doing?
Hey.
Oh, we live, man. We doing good. Got some decent sleep.
You got a way to critique what he's wearing?
3.5 hours. No big deal.
Did you? How many hours?
Maybe 3.5. Who knows?
I've been averaging 5. The whoop has not been good.
I don't like looking at the whoop right now.
The whoop is at 5 hours. It's pretty consistently.
I did bring back at it a couple months from now and say it's just a distant memory.
Yeah.
I did bring this
Maybe
up.
not much of a memory, just a distant, time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then before you know it, they'll be all grown up, and you'll be like, "Where'd the time go?"
Yeah.
I did bring up to Mikey. We always do like a little pre-show phone call, and I was like, "Y'all should compare whoops to see what fatherhood has done." And he said what you said. Like, I don't even wear it anymore. I don't want
my whoop's off. My whoop's charging. I wear it, but I don't really
I wear it.
I don't look at it.
I'm not one of those. I've always been an advocate against the people that do that.
Correct.
When they don't want to see what the stats are and they know they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they take it off. No. Mm-mm.
Well, you don't.
I just don't look at it.
You defeat the purpose of a whoop by doing that, because now it doesn't give you a true health score, because you're only doing.
There's some people that like to feel good about everything they do, so it has to be good stats, so they won't wear it. I don't roll.
The only reason I don't have mine on. Only reason I don't.
To be as accurate as possible.
Right, and the only reason I don't have mine on right now is because I lost my charger and I had to get a new charger, and they didn't have the portable chargers or the wireless charger, so I had to get the wired charger until they came back in stock, and so mine is currently charging at my house right now, so I don't have it.
A convenient excuse.
That's it. I did wear it this. I mean, I can tell you, I wore it last night. I can tell you what it is. 22% recovery, 5 hours of sleep. Not great.
Jared?
Not great.
I don't know. I just told you how to look, so let me look now. I hadn't looked at it. Let's see what we got here. We got 24% recovery, 3 hours and 53 minutes of sleep. There we go.
There we go.
Y'all are cycling together.
On par. On par right there.
32% of my sleep score, 24% recovery. I'm at 5.4 strain today. Here we go.
There you go.
Have you exercised once?
Yeah, I walked this morning. I had to walk the dog. So, like, I'm so out of shape right now that
Wait,
walking the dog is.
So that was your first workout since the baby, basically.
No, I mean, I've been walking the dog every morning now.
But you haven't actually gone to the gym.
No.
Okay, I don't feel near as bad.
That's what I was hoping for.
I've been Euro stepping the shit out of the gym. They can't see me right now.
And every time I'm like, all right, I feel like I'm in this routine. Like I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna wake up. I'm not gonna go super early, but I'm gonna go to the front of the neighborhood to the gym in the front of our neighborhood, and I'm gonna go work out. And every time I say that, it is an absolute disaster the night before, and I'm like, how can I wake up at 7 and tell my wife, hey, I'm gonna go work out for an hour and a half, and you're just gonna have to just wear it again during the day? I can't. I just feel bad. So I don't.
I honestly feel like too, but this is kind of where we are right now because of the kid's so young and they're so unpredictable and they're waking up and feeding and all the whole cycle so much right now. I honestly feel like at this point, like the only chance you got is to go super early.
Yeah.
Because you can't go during somewhat regular hours of the day because you're like, well, I feel like a piece of shit right now because she's over here doing it all by herself, even though she could be doing it by herself at 5 a.m. if that's the case.
Right.
But like you're like, maybe that's where I got to get and keep the routine because I don't know how else this is gonna get done.
No, look, I'm with you, and I think so. For me, it's like during the day, like in the morning, he's better. Like he's better. He sleeps better during the day, right?
He's nocturnal.
So it's like, okay, if I can just go to the front of the neighborhood and get an hour, then like. I know he's probably going to be sleeping. Let me get him down when he's down for that nap during the day. I'm gonna go work out. But then I'm thinking like, well, this is the time that Allie's supposed to be sleeping, and she's not going to sleep if she knows I'm not there because she's going to be worried about.
So sneak out.
So I'm like, okay, we gotta figure it out. We're working on it. We're 3 weeks tomorrow, right? And
huh?
Oh,
I just heard a baby.
He'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. So we're getting to that point where he's kind of getting into a little bit more routine. Last night, hey, we got a 4-hour stretch last night.
More than you.
Listen. So we'll see. It's 4 hours for him because he eats and then you put him down and this little like owlet thing that we got says when he goes to sleep. So like you hold him and you put him down and he's technically sleeping, right? But you're not sleeping until you actually put him down and you get back in bed. So that's probably an hour after you get him down. So yeah, it was but a 4-hour stretch. The problem is it's not the first time. Like the initial, hey, well, it's time bedtime. Let's go through the routine. Put him down. That's great. That's fine. It's when he wakes up that first time in the middle of the night, going back down has been a struggle. The second feed, yeah.
Have we done like any Mozart?
No.
Because I've been doing.
Allie like sings them like hums to them and sings them, and she puts me to sleep sometimes when she does it. It's great.
Because I've been doing this like.
And then she yells at me to wake up.
Yeah, Mikey's the baby.
And then she, like I'm up and like she's trying to soothe them and she's humming and I'm dozing off and she yells at me, get up.
And then the baby wakes up.
Yeah, like shit. Sorry.
I've been doing this. There's this Hertz, like this certain tone that you can fall asleep to. Dreams have been wild.
Wow.
It's like puts you in a deep sleep, so maybe do it for the baby.
Okay, let's try it. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Just, a couple notes and tips from somebody that has, been a father longer than y'all.
Baby. Yeah, right.
There you go. See, before we get back to the show, if you have the owlet.
This is a show.
Yeah, this is a part of the show. If you have the owlet, why can't you just leave and then if it starts, is it not on your phone?
So it's not a monitor. The owlet's not like a video monitor. It's like it's
an
just
alert.
It's an alert.
So there's nothing to worry about.
But he only wears it at night. He doesn't wear it all day.
Not a baby whoop?
No, like he doesn't wear it like throughout.
And it basically is, but they still only wear it at night.
Yeah, they only wear it.
Well, why don't we wear it all day?
Because there's no reason to wear it all day. You're with him now.
But if you want to go to the gym,
he's walking around and doing all kind of stuff. You're up and you're with him all day. You can see it all.
Yeah, you have the owlet because when he's sleeping and like
you don't want him to go face down.
You don't want him. Yeah, you want to make sure he's breathing.
I'm just saying, go to the gym, throw the owlet on
him.
Hey,
is Rome a quiet sleeper? Or is he?
He's a long ass baby.
Is he a grunter?
He does a lot. He does some cooing, some grunting, some all the things, man. This baby. They just, that's where he's at.
Jam's he's a pretty quiet sleeper, which is scary sometimes because you're like, is he breathing or not? My sister's son, who's 6 weeks older than Jam, is there ain't no doubt that he's awake or he's alive because this little boy grunts louder than anybody I've ever heard in my life, and I was like, that would be miserable. Yeah, it's a grind. But it's been good.
Speaking of,
we're figuring out what. Yes, speaking of, what?
Your sister's baby's husband, 7 days away.
Sister's baby's husband.
Hollander.
Okay. Well, there's two sisters. So
well, I'm just pick your poison.
Okay.
March 4th or March 5th, I believe.
My sister's March 4th.
March 4th on March 5th.
Yep.
Tried that, didn't work. Mike Hollander.
Yes.
7 days away from LSU baseball.
There you go. Mike Hollander days away.
7
days away.
Risky days away.
4-year starter.
That's
LSU. Right. One of the greatest out there.
Sure.
Not as far as like on field, but like one of the greatest guys you know. Guy you want on your team.
That's right.
100%. He's gonna be a starter. He's gonna play great.
Third base, shortstop don't matter.
And he's a guy that you want on your team.
You can give me Mike Hollander on my damn team
any day of the week, no doubt.
Any day,
no doubt.
I saw me and Hollander get together well.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys on this team that you want on your team any day of the week, right? We had the interview on Wednesday with Casan. He talked about Zach York.
Big Papa?
I did it right. Didn't say the wrong name. Big Papa. And seemingly on cue hits a homer in one of the scrimmages. Scrimmage number 7. Was that yesterday?
Yeah, they did 2 games yesterday.
They had 2 games yesterday. He goes up top.
Can I sidebar this real quick?
Sure.
Just real quick.
Sure.
You got to be. I don't know Zach York. I haven't met Zach York. I haven't heard him speak. I know nothing about him besides he obviously came to LSU in the transfer portal. He can apparently swing the hell out of it and can move around very nimble for a big dude. You got to be one hell of a human to get a whole bunch of men, a whole bunch of dudes.
Call him Big Papa.
They call you Big Papa every day. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So you got to be one impressive human for dudes to want to do that. And apparently that's where he's at.
No doubt. That's a great point.
I have not heard a
bad thing. We
had Seth Dardar come in, transfer from Kansas State.
Yep.
And he said the same thing. Like
by way of Columbia, a
2-year graduate from there. Extremely impressive.
Very, very smart.
There's a story about that. But he said the same thing that Casan Evans said. Like, it's the first name that they mention. For somebody to come in and transfer into your program and be, like, immediately ingratiated in is one of the harder things to do, I'd imagine. But he is seemingly won over everybody in the locker room, and that's a hard thing to do, to walk in, like, new kid at school. Like, it's hard to sit at the cool kids table immediately. Right. It's like, no, y'all are gravitating towards me.
Right.
And he's done it for everyone. Like, it was the first, it's like, they're all saying the same thing, first of all, about not only Big Papa, but, like, closest team we've ever had. They said that last year. And then for the same guys to say the same thing, whether it be Casan Evans and now Seth Dardar, who's from New Orleans, wanted to play at LSU his entire life, to come in and be like, this is totally different than anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing the deal of what Jay has got them to buy into of we over me. It's not fake. It's real. And that, I think, Big Papa kind of encapsulates all of that.
No doubt. And that's it's a credit to they've seen the formula that works. Obviously, talent is important, but having the guys believe in each other is almost maybe more important. And they saw that last year. They're obviously trying to replicate that this year with a new squad of guys. If you looked at the first scrimmages from last night or from yesterday, more offensive in the first one. I think 7 runs total combined between home and visitors. You had a couple home runs. A few guys hit homers. Mentioned York hit a homer. Dardar, you mentioned him, hit a homer. Jake Brown hit a homer in the first game. And in the second game, a lot more, not as many runs. A lot more strikeouts in game 2. One of the pitchers to note, Zach Cowan, 4 2/3, struck out 8 in his outing, which is impressive because obviously when you think of Cowan, you don't think of someone who's going to strike out everybody. You're going to see someone who's going to be able to just get you out. And 4 2/3, 60 pitches, 8 strikeouts on one hit.
Efficient.
Right. And so, there's a lot of there weren't as many hits and as many runs. Obviously, it's game 2 in the scrimmage. When you're in this point of the fall and the spring and you're playing your second scrimmage, it's not as energetic as the first one probably was. And every game here on out is like, okay, let me just get through this so that I can get to the real game. So I don't put too much stock into a lot of the stats. I know we talked about this off air. Casan Evans mentioned it on air that Jake Brown has made some serious strides going with lefty at bats. And then, second game today, it was lefty at bats, and he went overthrew with 2 strikeouts. That happens, especially right now in the fall. Like I don't put too much stock into all of that. The more he gets to see it, the better he's going to be. And the guys seem like they're getting kind of into the midseason form, and they're getting ready, and they're getting locked in. So, like I said, I don't look too much into these. Jared, when you look at these scrimmages and you're talking about these results, I would imagine you're kind of in the same camp as I am. Is like, hey, the results don't necessarily matter as much, especially for the veteran guys, as much as getting there and having the bats and just kind of getting in rhythm.
I would go on the opposite end of the spectrum to say, like, don't get me wrong, I think there's certain players on the team, and those guys probably know who they are, of going into the year. They probably could use, probably need that reassurance that they are ready for the start of the year. But you got to remember, baseball comes in waves, right? And you're never always just hitting the ground running and just going. You're going to go through those stretches. I would venture on the side to say that especially that last week and a half, look, I don't need you up there looking like you can't hit water if you fell out of a boat. But I'd rather you not be just getting hit after hit after hit after hit, because somewhere along the line, that shit stops. And nobody wants to start the season when the numbers actually count and they actually go up on the board and they're everywhere you see them for you and the fans and everyone else to see, to just be low numbers, right? So I would rather you go into that last week of preparation, getting ready for opening day, and still be giving me some good at-bats. Maybe not hits, maybe some good swings, maybe even some strikeouts, maybe some hard lineouts. All these things kind of be going that where you feel good about your approach, you feel good about your swing, and you move yourself into actual game, like real games that way, as opposed to these last weeks going up, you're, 8 for 12, and they can't get you out and you're hot. Because, listen, I don't want that to go through the first 2.5 weeks of the season, and now when we're about to start conference play, you start hitting that wall.
Right.
And you start to have to refigure it out again at that point. So, that's kind of, I'm on that side where, like, at this point, I don't want to see it too much. You just want health. Like, give me some good at-bats, give me some good swings. I don't care about the results. And make sure you bring your ass back to this locker room healthy.
Right.
Like, that's what I need from you.
Right. LSU was picked to win the SEC, and they also had 5 guys that were preseason first or second team All-SEC. I think a surprising one that got voted first team All-SEC was Zach Cowan.
I think it's what you remember last.
Correct. But these are voted on by the coaches, I would imagine, right? So, you obviously, Curiel voted first team. Casan Evans voted first team. Zach Cowan voted first team. And then you have Milam and Jake Brown both voted second team. So, Texas and LSU both tie with 5 selections. What?
I would just think Milam would be first team.
I agree. I don't know who was the first team shortstop.
Oh, it was going to be LeBron.
Duh. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
211.
But look, second team SEC obviously is very good.
Yeah,
it's not
the mass. He gets so disrespected.
Correct. And look, it's
And he wears it.
Remember too, as it stands right here, right now, today, if we're being completely fair, everybody's got Justin LeBron tabbed as like a top 5 pick.
right.
Yeah.
So that holds true. How else can you how can you top that in terms of being the first team guy if you're not regarded kind of the same way or go even crazier with the season? So
Right.
I kind of get it, I guess, right now, right?
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, it's all good talking points, right? Oh, preseason don't mean shit.
No.
Right? Preseason rankings don't mean anything. Preseason all SEC, preseason All-American.
Cool to put on the wall.
Hey, all that, like you said, it's all based off what happened the year before and potential. You hadn't done anything, right? A lot of things can happen. Now, obviously, I would like for them to just like that to be true, but they don't mean anything, right? It's nice talking points for us, but
Cool to say at the bar.
yeah, it's nice to like, oh, it's kind of makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, like, oh, this is kind of cool. But at the end of the day, like, if you're for preseason and you end up having a shitty season, you don't end up like nobody goes back and says, oh, he was preseason, it's fine, he was good.
I'll ask you this because Cowan mentioned it a little bit. I mean, Casan Evans mentioned a little bit of Milam and what he had 211 in the SEC, and people kind of rag on that a little bit, which is why, I know he gets knocked for the stature. Clearly is, I would say, for my money, the best fielding shortstop in college baseball. Would you rather be that Stephen Milam, that's ho-hum SEC 211, then when the lights get super bright, I'm a bat 527?
I mean, I would rather him hit more than 211.
Right, but I'm saying you get to pick. You have to pick.
Yeah, I mean, when it matters most and you're in postseason play, and yeah, I'd rather him hit 527. But I do believe you're going to see him play. I mean, the year before he was had a significantly higher batting average in the SEC, right? His freshman year than he did his sophomore year, right? As a back half.
But it was kind of the same thing. They showed up in
Right.
the SEC tournament, then he showed up in the regional,
Right.
and it's like you just kind of wait for
Right.
postseason Milam.
Right. And that's what Cason said. He's like, I can't wait to see
That-
postseason Milam happen all year. And we talked about that too. That's the progression as a veteran guy and guy who's been in the SEC and starting for 2 years. That's the progression you want to see in year 3 is, okay, he's done it. He's had good years. I want to see him do it consistently throughout the course of the year. I don't want to see the drops be as long or as deep as they have been. I want them to be a little bit more consistent. And I think you're going to see that.
I also think too a lot of that has to do with like, just think of it. You come in as a freshman, you're asked to play a different position. You play a different position, and you do that, and you do it well all year. The next year, you do what's asked of you again. You play a completely different position, and you play every day in a more demanding physically position and do it. Year 3, there's a lot more comfortability for him in terms of what's probably being asked of him and how much he will and or will not move. So I expect all of that to kind of go together into being a reason why there's going to be a lot more consistent production throughout the season for him this year.
It's the first time he's had a constant of
Right.
like, I know exactly what I'm doing and where I'm going to be.
No. It's not the first time he's had a constant. It's the first time it's not a new role. Right?
Yeah.
You came in as a high school shortstop and they asked you to play a position you really don't ever play. You finish that year and you do well, and the next year they ask you to go back at a higher level to play the position that you're used to playing, but you've never played it here. So now you have to retrain and re-get yourself back right again.
Yeah.
This year you're back at that same position, and you know that from start. So like this is the first year that although they've been constant, you're not doing what you've used to be, what you've trained to do,
Right.
what you've been. And you're not asked to do another role and take on something different this year.
Yeah, and I think that's what Lloyd meant. I think he meant like he's playing a position that he played last year again this year. Like this is the first time he's had that at LSU where he didn't have to go and move off of a position or learn something new. So with that, you would imagine you see a little bit more consistency and him get off to a hotter start. And look, you have 2 full seasons of at bats. Like when I was in school, it was like the first year you're just grinding. Second year you felt better, but you still had some of those ups and downs. The third year it was like, okay, it felt a lot slower. It felt like, okay, I knew exactly what I was trying to do. I knew exactly what they were trying to do to me, and you're able to just figure it out a lot earlier and be able to sustain it throughout the course of the year. So I'd imagine you're going to see that. Same thing with Jake Brown. Jake Brown's going to be an everyday guy this year. He's going to face lefties. He's going to be in the lineup a lot more consistently. I'm excited to see that as well. And then obviously all the new guys that come in there. Look, if you go look at all the first team and second team SEC, like the preseasons, you may get half of those maybe right. Half. And, it's going to be interesting to see which guys come out of nowhere for some of these teams. And kind of make a name for themselves, and newcomers that are coming in from transfers. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what they do. Another thing that's very interesting to me, we talk about LSU and Texas. I think those are the top 2 teams in the SEC going into the season. based off of what they have returning. And we talk about Mississippi State, who Mississippi State was not good last year. New staff. Mississippi State's preseason 3 in the SEC. They're preseason 3 in the SEC, right? Arkansas is 4.
Were they number 1 last year?
Who?
Mississippi State. Were they preseason 1?
Mississippi State?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think A&M was preseason.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. A&M was preseason 1. No, Mississippi State was not projected to be good last year. Obviously, a whole new staff. They are projected to be good this year. If you finish 3rd in the SEC, you're a national seat. So, you have, obviously, Arkansas 4, Auburn 5, Florida 7, Tennessee 6, Vanderbilt 8, and Georgia 9. It's kind of weird that Vanderbilt's preseason 8.
You've seen that shift of somebody that would, and this is part I know that, look, LSU is doing their level best to be able to get money into the baseball program.
Yes?
Pledge per win.
Oh, I was like...
and take home a mini intimidator with a $25 pledge per win. And you get this mini intimidator. So that's for $25. That's where LSU
looks good on the desk.
Yeah, that would be... I mean, I just like one right now. And I will pledge. But that's where Vanderbilt was, right? They were kind of ahead of the curve whenever they had this kind of war chest of what they could deliver to baseball because they don't have a softball program. They don't have volleyball.
Now
they don't have
They
soccer.
didn't have a football.
Yeah, now they have. But you're seeing that
Now
kind
they
of
got
how
football
the
and basketball.
tides have changed a little bit, and the baseball program has taken a back seat. But it's not like they're going to fall off forever.
No. Well, look, I bring those names up.
I don't think Tim Corbin's really one for losing.
Correct. And I bring those names up because every year you see a team that's projected to finish middle to bottom half of the SEC, they end up at the top, right? And you always see teams that start at the top or the top half end up at the bottom half. SEC is a hard conference. Baseball is a hard sport. So if a couple things go wrong or you start off the season really slow in the SEC, it's going to be a hard deal to try to get yourself back in a position to be where you were, where you anticipated to be. So it's going to be another fun season in the SEC. It's going to be another SEC another season full of talented players. And I'm excited. Jared, is there a team that you kind of have your eye on that's like, okay, like there are not a ton of people talking about this team, but if they do this or this, they can end up being at the top.
Yeah, I listen, the teams I'm going to talk about are obviously teams that are ranked in the league just because there is so many of them, so I'm not going to sit here and say no one's talking about them. But Georgia is one that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And the reason why I look at them is because for the last few years there, they've been able to swing the hell out of it. We know how it is playing in that ballpark and how hitter-friendly that ballpark is. The one thing that they've always missed on is the arms on the mound. Now, I'm not saying that they need to have absolute dominant performance on the mound, but it's, Wes Johnson is a pitching guy. Right? Like, that is literally how he made his name in college baseball. That's how he continued to make his name in pro baseball before he came back to college baseball, and it's only grown. They have not had great pitching staffs there. And you wonder, in a hotbed like Georgia, in a hotbed like that Atlanta area, that if Wes, as a recruiter, as a pitching coach, as a pitching guy, is able to get good arms or competent arms in there that really can do some things for him, if they continue to swing it the same, does that team take off?
Yeah.
And you got to expect that guy would be able to get arms in there. So this is year 3 for him there. If they're able to get, and those arms are able to hold up in that place, does that team turn into the monster that we think they could? Because they've had disappointing endings the last 2 years there. So that's one that I'm looking at, because year 3 of a Wes Johnson there, you would imagine he's found some arms that could do the job that he needs them to do on the mound.
Damn. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, right? And Georgia, when Georgia's good at baseball, they've been sporadic over the last.
You see what Wes Johnson's building,
but Jerry, when you were there, they were nasty. Obviously, 08, 09, they were good. Georgia's when they're good, it's a fun place to play. But yeah, it's a. I'm interested to see what, because
playing baseball in a softball park must be fun.
Must be great. especially with the bats the way they are now and the balls. It's a great place to be. But to your point, Jared, it was when Wes Johnson took that job, you thought it was going to be reversed, but you thought it was going to be pitching heavy, and then the hitting was just going to have to figure it out. It was very hitter heavy, and the pitching had to figure it out. And it feels like they may have their best staff they've had since Wes has been there. So that's going to be an interesting team to look at. Obviously, last year Oklahoma was good. They lost a lot of their rotation. What?
You know who their Friday night guy is? Cam Johnson.
Is he?
Yeah.
He figured it out, maybe?
Well, he was a Friday night guy last year. I'm not trying to disparage the man, but I'm just saying it's an interesting test case to see.
Everybody still knows, every report I've seen is that the talent is still crazy and it's still there. So it's now, can you hone that in and throw it over the plate? Can you continue to consistently use that talent and ability and actually use the plate? And that's the one thing we hadn't seen him do consistently yet.
Right. I mean, look, Oklahoma's preseason 14th in the conference. A&M's 13. A&M was opposite last year. So, you have all those teams down at the bottom have Ole Miss is 10th. Ole Miss has always done something crazy. They're not supposed to be good. All of a sudden they're good. They're supposed to be good. Now they're not good. It's just the SEC is just a crazy conference, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining, and you're going to be able to see a lot of. If you're a fan of baseball, college baseball, and you watch SEC and you watch this season, you're going to see a lot of guys that are going to be playing at the next level.
And it is prediction season.
Also, Monday.
Oh.
Are we going to do it Monday or Wednesday for our draft? We have our LSU fantasy draft.
It has to be before the game, obviously. But
the
we
game
can
is
do
on Friday.
I know, but I'm just saying it'd be Monday or Wednesday. If you want to take more time over the weekend, I'd say Wednesday.
Okay.
Because I have to go to Mardi Gras Ball.
Oh, so you're no show on Monday?
No. I'm just saying mine. I got to get my mind right.
You're not going to do any prepping.
Yes, I am. I'm going to talk to my consigliere.
Okay.
And lest we forget, who's been to a scrimmage here? Raise your hand. Who's been to 2 scrimmages here? Raise your hand. We all know how these things shake out. But, yes, we will do the draft on Wednesday or whenever you like. I could do it right now if you'd like. But I was going to say a couple friends of ours, people we've had on the show, in prediction season, they have let out their way too early 2026 Omaha 8. I wanted to get your feelings for this.
Oh, yeah, look. Anthony Renato.
And
co-host of, what is the show?
I don't know.
Chris Phillips, who's
baseball show.
Runs SEC Unfiltered. I guess they are Glue Guys. Glue Guys SEC is the name of their show. That's their Omaha 8. I mean, look, UCLA.
One glaring omission
for
Chris
Phillips. Yeah, I mean, look, Florida's his team. Him and
Thick as thieves.
Sully are boys, so I get that.
Wouldn't have thought so in Omaha.
The UCLA deal, obviously, that UCLA returns a lot. Their shortstop's supposed to be a top pick in the draft. I understand that. Texas
supposed to be the top pick, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the top pick. Texas obviously brings back a lot. Anthony obviously sees what Mississippi State's been doing over there. I don't hate that. Oregon State always seems like they put themselves in a position, even though LSU took one of their bigger players in the portal, Caraway. Is that Irvine? I mean, is that is that Irvine?
Yeah, UC Irvine.
Yeah, I don't know much.
On whose?
On Phillips, Chris Phillips.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were looking at
Y'all should know that.
Yeah, so, not me. I never played Irvine. He did. I don't know much about Irvine. And then you obviously have Coastal. That's right there, Chanticleers. Look, they had a great story. They were great last year. I mean, did everybody come back?
I know their coach can't coach the first game.
Yeah, well. I mean, look, I don't hate it. There's 2 SEC teams in one and 3 SEC teams in the other. In Omaha. No, 3 and 3. Never mind. 3 and 3, Mississippi State. I mean,
I just want to get your opinions on this.
I don't hate it. I don't know. I don't know enough about Southern Miss. I know they're always good.
What's the one that's in either of them where you're like, I could definitely see it, and I don't think a lot of people see it right now.
Mississippi State. I can see
it. That's where I'm sitting at too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Mississippi State, and I can see Georgia Tech.
1,000%.
Yeah, I can see Georgia Tech.
Also battling for the number one pick.
But, Georgia Tech first-time head coach.
Ooh. We saw how that goes.
James Ramsey played at. He was an All-American at Florida State. My age, first-time head coach at Georgia Tech. I don't mind James Ramsey. I'm not gonna say they're gonna. I'm not gonna say that. Actually, I take that back. I don't think Georgia Tech makes it. I don't think they make it to Omaha with a first-year head coach, who's never been a head coach in college baseball before.
Yeah,
I
look at that the Brian O'Connor situation. And he's just that guy's been so successful at Virginia, and he's done so well there. It's hard to believe that if he can bring any of the program stability that he brought to Virginia, along with some talent, and literally turn that over and implement that quickly at Mississippi State with the kind of support and backing that they get there, I can easily see them finding their way to Omaha. Easily see them.
And you even heard it from Casan Evans.
And you return Ace Reese and guys like that, can easily see him doing it.
Yeah, Casan was like, usually whenever we asked him what place do you want to play opposing ballpark the most, he's like Mississippi State. So clearly they're on the radar.
Correct. No, they're going to be good.
Yeah.
They're going to be good, which when Mississippi State's good, it makes the SEC better. It makes it more fun. And then obviously, you bring in a coach who's as decorated and as experienced as O'Connor. You put yourselves right in the mix to be in Omaha.
The only matching they have is there's 3: UCLA, Texas, and Oregon State. Iowa is fun.
Iowa.
Oh, Southern Miss.
That's Southern
Excuse
Miss.
me. Iowa, not probably a perennial baseball program. I don't know.
And you lost the guy through 102, so I don't
know if he'll be back.
When you had that guy, you had a chance.
But Southern Miss could pick too. That's fun.
Southern Miss is always in the mix, right? They're good. Southern Miss was in Omaha in 09.
Maybe that's why he did it. I don't want to rain on their parade, but he had to throw Alabama in there, so it's not LSU, Texas.
Alabama is that Arkansas? That's Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. Whatever.
That's Arkansas.
I don't care about any of these teams.
Well, you posed the question. I mean, look, it's hard to. That's why they're way too early. It's hard to predict it.
I'd rather throw LSU in there than not.
I don't hate that their picks.
Yeah, I mean, you got a conversation.
Yeah, we'll see. No
Alabama. Interesting.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
No LSU. Very interesting.
Hey, for this weekend.
Is that too much for me to expect? At least, it's...
To get back to Omaha?
Yeah.
LSU?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think it's you want them to win the whole thing, but to say, they're going to go and win it back-to-back, that's hard to say.
Because my expectation every year, and I don't like to do this to people, but considering what has transpired over the last 4 years, it's certainly to host a regional. That's where my expectation lies every year. Not Omaha. That's too much to put on somebody.
But if you host a regional at LSU,
well, then
put yourselves in a really good position to make it to Omaha. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. The goal is to host.
Postseason baseball in the box should be the main goal, right? And then when you do that, you seriously increase your chances of getting back to Omaha.
Because I do think a lot of people, and we're already getting to, the Tiger Droppings is the best website on the planet. The scrimmage results came out.
And they're living and dying by it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was, this either means our pitching's really good or our hitters are really good. They're playing each other.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
And look, Jared never got to experience this because Jared didn't have ever had a fall at LSU baseball. If you looked at the stats, you would think I sucked.
What are you doing?
My preseason stats at LSU were not.
You get in the swing of things.
Oh my God, he hits 8 home runs. No, never that. I hit 1 home run a year in the fall.
Too cold.
Yeah, don't like the cold.
Mikey was spending too much damn time down the street in Tigerland, man. You can't hit like that.
Nah. Whenever the clock turns, when it's spring, when you come back from Christmas, my Tigerland days were seriously shut down.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a denial.
What's that? Shut down. I enjoy some time out there.
We're talking about the fall right now.
Oh, the fall. Oh, yeah, the fall. Yeah, the fall is.
You can bet it's.
You have to learn how to do it.
statute of limitations.
That's how you learn. You learn, hey, okay, this is what I can. This is how hard I can go and still be productive the next day. You have to learn that in the fall.
Scooter.
You buy a scooter for $10 so you can go all the way to.
Or you crash a scooter.
No. Yep. That was a moped. That was a moped. That was actually the
moped, more problems.
Yeah, a power cleaner fell on my foot.
Yeah.
That's why I was sore. Yeah. We this weekend, right?
We're gonna do it again.
We're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot out of the baseball talk right now.
Well, actually, before we do, real quick, we had a great super chat that I want to get y'all's opinions on. This is a. Let me scroll up. No. Okay, there we go. From Jake Roberts, R7D. He asked, "Hey fellas, I'm a high school assistant coach in San Antonio, Texas. Wanted to ask a couple of pro players what your favorite cage drill or tee drill is for bat path, but also just in general. Thanks."
Oh, I like that question.
Me too. I had to make sure I asked it. Thank you for the super chat, $5.
Okay. I think me and Jared have a lot of the same, I think, thought process in the way we go about this. My cage work and tee work from when I got to pro ball to how I ended pro ball were completely different. I was a huge tee guy early on. Not so much at the back end of my career. If I was at the tee, I would work from the bottom up early. From the back end of my career, I worked from the top down, right? And I firmly believe that was a better route for me, is to work from the top down. So if I did hit off the tee, it was high tee, and I was just trying to get my path with the just
barrel.
Yeah, with the barrel. Just find the barrel, and then I would move off from that, and I would do flips. Right? It was flips, and I would do bottom hand, top hand, and I wouldn't pull anything. Everything was middle. Everything was right center, and I would end with flips up top, and I would stay on top of the baseball. Right? Now I don't ever want to hit like this, but it's just a feel. It's feel versus real. That's kind of what I would try to get to. And then what I hated to do, LSU, I hated it. Pro ball for my first 7 years, I hated it. I would then get into the hack attack. I'd put the pitcher machine on, and I would fucking put the pitcher machine on at the top of the zone, and I would just pepper balls in the back, and that was my routine. Jared?
Yeah. I mean, I really won't get into the routine part of it, but I do think T-work's important if you know what you're doing in terms of like actually using the T-work correctly. Like I think a lot of youngsters get on the tee, and they think the tee swing, or they try to take what they're doing on the tee and act like the tee is the actual game swing. So everything that they do is pointed and aimed and geared at the ball that's sitting still on the tee, when not realizing that, hey, what we're doing on the tee is really trying to start training a swing that really the ball has gotten to this point. So we're kind of looking, our sights, our shoulders, our direction, everything is pointed at the pitcher, and we're ending up where we're hitting this ball. I think if you can use the tee in that way, I think it's a really powerful tool. I think also I'm a big fan of angled flips. I think angled flips are great, and it's both sides, both ways, and trying to use the middle of the flip field when you do them. And then lastly, I'm a big fan of the machine.
Yeah.
Hated it early on, and lived by it at the very end.
Correct.
Like, I think it's a very powerful tool. And nowadays, even more so than when we were at the end of it, there's a lot of people that use the machine that have these soft, not even dimple balls, like soft balls that allow you not to really feel the sting of the mistakes that you make. So it even helps you even more to get used to training the right bat path while not having to like emergency swing or try to do too much because I'm tired of getting jammed today, or I'm tired of hitting balls off the end of the bat today. A lot of people have these softer balls that allow you to kind of really understand that swing path without having to hurt and the unforgiveness that we used to have before. So I think it's an even more powerful tool today than it was even 3 to 5 years ago.
Correct. And, another thing that, like, I started doing a little bit towards the back end, and I was always full throttle, like swing hard, not obviously over swing, but as I got older and matured, I would cut my swing in half, right? I would try to feel the path of the bat, right? Like it wasn't necessarily half swings, but it was, all right, I want to be able to control the barrel. I want to be able to control my path, and I want to understand where everything's at, and I would swing like 50%, right? 50%. Just try to feel the barrel and just try to play catch with the barrel for a little bit until I started feeling where I was trying to go and where my path was. And it was the best way for me to figure out, okay, something is a little off. I'm either, I'm cutting across, I'm doing something that's not right. I could feel that more with a half swing as opposed to full throttle.
The truth of the matter is if you don't have any control,
correct,
and you don't have any consistency at half speed,
correct,
you're out of your mind if you think you're going to have it at full speed.
Correct.
So, yes, I do think at some point when you're training, you 100% have to get to full speed. You have to get to the game swing. But if you don't have consistency and control when you're going half speed, guess what you're not going to have when you're going full speed? I can promise you that. Right? So, you have to think of it in that case. It's not necessarily, hey, this is what I want my swing to be in terms of, my game swing. No, it's not your game swing. But understanding that if I can control and put the ball where I want off the same speeds while using this kind of effort, then I know damn well I can do it when I get to full speed.
Yeah. Yep. There's other tools and drills and stuff that I would do if I felt like, okay, I'm having issue with this specific thing. And there's other things that I would do to get me back right. But as a day-to-day routine, that's what I would do. This is a great question. Thanks for the super chat. I hope we helped.
Brought me back to a time in my life of doing T work that I'd forgotten about.
Yeah, I used to get locked out. They used to lock me out of the cages in AA because I would overswing.
Adderall.
No, I wasn't prescribed Adderall then. I would just overswing, and by the time it was game time, I'd already hit like 300 balls, and it was just like, what am I doing? But that's just learning. I had to learn that.
Took a while.
Yeah, I mean,
it's called grinding, dude.
It was.
You're like Andy Bernard getting ready for the golf tournament.
It got better every year, and then as I got older, okay, I really figured it out as far as what worked for me. There'd be times where I felt really good, and I'd swing 5 times in the cages.
Yeah,
and that was
it's
it.
It's like practice. It's like hitting on the range.
There's been times where I'm feeling really good, like I'm locked in, and I'll go in there, and my first swing off the machine is right back up the middle. I'm out.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't hit range balls.
Well, it's
already there.
I don't think that works.
You gotta find it.
No, because then your first 3 holes, you're motherfucking yourself. And I'm like,
not me.
Yes, you do.
No, I say, no, I do the opposite.
You said, I don't know why. And then now my swing feels better.
I do the opposite. You know this. You maybe do that. I say, give me to hole 3. Give me to hole 4.
Yeah, but why wait till hole 3? Why don't you get the hole 1, 2, and 3 out on the range, and then hole 1 you're ready to go?
Because it's fun to get out there and find it yourself.
Okay.
Swing feels good always.
Okay.
Find it before you're on the range.
What's that?
You just said it's fun to get out there and find it yourself. Well, who finds it for you on the range if it's not yourself?
I don't find it on the range. I need to play on the course.
Because you don't go on the range.
Yeah, I don't need it.
I'm not trying to fix anything on the range.
Nah.
Before a round, I'm just trying to go out there and get the bad ones out early.
Yeah. I always like to see the course.
Yeah.
Game time only.
Coach.
I learned that from somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get 2 swings off the first tee.
Yeah, but that's not. No, I don't like to use. I want to be able to just not use my second swing off the first tee.
Well, you don't get it back.
Yeah, but I'd rather have my good. I mean, hitting my second one's not going to make a difference down the line. It's just going to make a difference.
Well, you don't get to save it, so you might as well hit 2.
Yeah, but what they say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right?
That's right. You know, I ain't never seen a cheetah stretch.
That's right.
That's not the same statement. That's 100% not the same statement. It's quite the opposite.
Look at life a little differently.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question for y'all. Last night, they had the NFL honors deal, right? They're doing all the awards, which NFL, of all the sports, NFL does it the best, right? Baseball should do that, where, hey, you have the award ceremony and they make it a big deal, as opposed to just randomly on a day just putting it on Twitter and saying, hey, this person won the Cy Young, this person won the MVP, or whatever it is. But yesterday, and this could be a mistake of the day, I don't know.
I think we have the mistake of it. Well, maybe a curtain call.
Drewski goes out there, and obviously that was an intentional. It was supposed to be funny, but, like, I mean, this dude just won.
Sky Bree?
Well, I'm not talking about Sky Bree. I'm talking about what he said about Njigba.
Interesting mispronunciation.
But he did on purpose to be funny.
Mm-hmm. I think you get clearance from the guy.
I think that's. Look, I love comedy. I think it's great to be. I just don't think that's the time and place to do that right now.
That's comedy. You push the envelope.
Yeah, but
I think if that's the case, then you don't let a comedian.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No,
that's just me. I expected something to come out of that point.
Yeah, I mean,
no doubt.
He is that person.
Yeah.
Now, if Roger Goodell had done it, much funnier.
Yeah. With that.
Speaking of English class at Moxie, MEAUXXY, skipping my English class to watch Mikie and Mitch during school.
Appreciate that. Make sure you put the headphones in.
This, and I was like, yeah, just go ahead and drop out. Come work here.
No, don't listen to Lloyd.
I got Jack to do it.
Didn't work out.
It worked out well for you. He's happy.
He's happy. So he's not doing what you told him to drop out to do.
You tried.
Okay. Yeah.
You can only try.
Lloyd, this weekend, what's your favorite Super Bowl bets?
I have whatever it is, two teams I don't care about, but I know I'm going to watch.
A lot of LSU guys on the Patriots.
Now you're picking up what I'm putting down. Casan Booty, anytime touchdown. Patriots, any player to get a sack. Hopefully,
Chase on.
And you can bet him with our friends. Hopefully here too on FanDuel.
I'm waiting for you.
I know.
You keep not talking to him.
Kicking the can.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
I don't know.
You're being selfish.
I just got my medicine back.
You're being selfish.
Now I got my
You're
medicine
being
back.
selfish.
I'll get my medicine back.
You're being selfish.
Got my medicine back.
You're being selfish.
Chase on anytime sack. Kayshawn anytime touchdown.
Okay.
It is plus 14.53, 10 to win, $143.
Okay.
So that is my bet. And Patriots to win, 3-leg. Okay. Because the Patriots have more LSU players.
Yeah, and the Patriots are underdogs.
Yes.
Yes.
But that was Patriots with.
Do we like the Patriots being underdogs?
I love Mike Vrabel saying he's going to cut his dick off, and he's like, I guess I'll still give her 6 inches.
I mean, I like the Patriots in the game.
Yeah, me too. Charbonnet being out does hurt the Seahawks quite a bit.
Yes.
That's a two-headed attack.
Yes.
He was out last game.
I know.
And
there's better with him.
Their safety.
He didn't do all right last game.
And their rookie safety hurt his ankle in practice. Like a couple days ago, was limping into the. Obviously, that can be fixed by Sunday.
And it could just be fixed to give you something to look at.
Yeah, but that was a report. He came out the field, hurt his ankle at practice. But
can't happen.
Yeah, sure could happen. But
where's the Super Bowl?
So that's what in San Fran.
Oh, EMF.
Oh yeah. But there, I think that happens more over the wear and tear of the season and why they do it.
If you've never been exposed to it before.
Yeah, but I don't think.
I don't know. I mean, take one visit to Chernobyl.
What if everybody was practicing outside of that? They weren't practicing in the stadium, or they're
next
to
the practice field too. They're right next to each other.
Yeah, but both teams can't practice on the practice field. They have to practice somewhere else.
Well, what if it's even closer? What if it's in?
You know what I mean? Like they got to go. There are other facilities that they practice at.
I don't know that.
I mean, they do. Both teams can't practice.
But just schedule
on their practice facilities.
When you just schedule different times.
I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I would imagine.
Bus them to Glendale.
Well, Glendale is not in California.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Where do you send them?
I'm sure there's other stadiums they can go practice at.
I'm sure they have more than one practice field. Like if you're
but you're not going to have
held a bowl
but you're not going to have both teams.
No, you just schedule different times.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I haven't looked at the props, but I love
that one.
Betting the prop. I love that one, and I'm going to go out there. And look, I'm gonna put together a parlay.
We do tails every year. I'm the coin toss.
That's what you do.
Well, I have a group. There's
You
a
bet
group.
the Gatorade?
I don't because I don't. That's fixed.
Yeah.
If I were somebody on the staff, that would be the easiest bet of all time. I'd be like, hey, Gatorade's blue. And I would send it to all my friends. Like, why wouldn't you? There's no way you get caught.
Why would you not do that? Well, you say that. You got Emmanuel Classe,
I mean, you could just.
who's 40 something. How many games was it? He said like 80 something. How many games was it?
48.
48 games that he threw a pitch in the dirt on purpose to.
Well, I mean, this is once a year.
Yeah.
You
You're
know?
right.
I mean, that's what I would do, so I just don't trust that one. Or they could pick from a bevy of them. They probably have multiple Gatorade flavors. But I do like to bet the Gatorade. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'll
it's just
go
fun.
lemon lime for LSU.
Yeah, that's how they make all their money. Just bet on stupid shit.
And a missed field goal, or
Oh.
a doink. A lot of doinks
Well, that's a
this
miss.
year.
It's a miss.
No, it doesn't have to be. You can doink it in.
Oh, you could doink it in. But does that count as a doink?
If it doinks, it doinks.
Can you bet that? A doink?
Oh, absolutely. This is the Super Bowl, brother.
On FanDuel, they have they're gonna have a field goal that hits the field goal post.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a more unsafe bet than betting that a ball will hit the upright.
No doubt.
Happened a lot this year.
No doubt.
EMFs.
I bet you say happened a lot, and the amount of kicks that were made and or did not hit it, I bet you that number is probably below 5%.
Oh, I bet you blow 1%.
I can't even think of a crazier bet to put out there in terms of, hey, I'm gonna put some actual money on this, thinking I'm gonna win this.
Let's see, percentage of kicks. I need to get my computer fixed. I can't freaking type.
It's a computer problem?
Yeah, well, it's I spilt the freaking energy drink on it. And
When?
It's like in the old studio, it like kind of fell in here, so it's got.
Oh, the
sticky.
keys are sticky?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Energy drink.
I knew you were gonna say that. It is energy drink. Percentage of
Doinks?
NFL kicks that hit the
And upright.
upright. There's no official, widely tracked NFL statistic for the exact percentage of kicks that hit the uprights. Rare occurrence. Analysts of game data suggest that the probability of hitting a goalpost is roughly 1.47% to 1.5%.
So we just go bet that there's some huge spike or a spike big enough to say, yeah, let me throw some money on this actually happening in the Super Bowl.
Okay, how about you
The
listen?
two best teams.
How about you listen to this stat? Doink stats, doinkback.com. 2023 and 2024, 31 doinks. 5 makes, 26 misses. 2024, 2025, 52 doinks.
Okay? That was last year, though.
And can't wait for the new doink to
What's
come
this
out.
year?
Doesn't say.
Okay. I don't know.
But it's clearly on the uptick. That's almost double the doinks.
You're selling me the uptick notion on the back of a 2-year span of evidence when the Super Bowl has been played and football's been played for longer, but the Super Bowl has been played for this is Super Bowl 60. So you want me to put that money on a 2-year span of evidence?
Yes.
And call it a not safe bet, but a good bet. Correct?
That's gambling, brother.
That's it? That's it? All right, let's get to Seggies.
Hey, you can walk. Hey, listen, you can walk in the casino, and I'm pretty sure every game in there is gambling. That don't mean they all got the same percentages.
No, but it only takes one. Only takes one doink. I will go ahead and call this. We call it mistake of the day. I think this could be. It could be both. Olympic ski jumping penis scandal. A German newspaper reported in early January that Olympic ski jumpers were allegedly injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid as a way to gain more distance in the air. Ski jumpers were injecting the acid to make their penises larger while they're being measured for their ski suits by a 3D scanner. If the ski jumpers have a bigger suit with more breathing room, the suit almost acts like a sail to help them fly further in the air. It's like a squirrel suit. The World Anti-Doping Agency has yet to investigate the allegations, but Director General Oliver Nigley said the organization is all over it.
Hey, that is that's commitment right there. That's a wild deal. Mistake of the day.
That is crazy. Do they have a second career after sports?
Only skis?
Jesus Christ, dude. You got a curtain call?
I do have a curtain call. Multiple curtain calls. One of which is Joel Damon continues to dominate the waste management, as he was the one that took his shirt off last time. Do you remember that when he made birdie? He took his shirt off on the green. Now he is. I don't know if he's a Seattle resident or not. I hope so. But here he is coming down 17, and clearly has an allegiance to one team.
So he walks to the green.
I love it.
Yeah, he's
I love that.
He's a man of the people.
He is. He is a.
And then he chipped in for.
He is a mental midget.
Yes, but
well.
they probably would play with this if he could.
No doubt. I love it. I mean, I get it. I was too.
And he took his helmet off and then chipped in for birdie.
Nice. Love that. Jay, you got a curtain call?
Shout out to Lindsey Vonn.
That's what I was going to do too. All right. Let's me and you both.
Who was able to ski without and do everything without an ACL. Look, I don't really know. I would love to know, like, what the background of her knee and all that stuff.
She tore ACL a week ago.
Ruptured. Then apparently, that's what they say. It was a ruptured ACL.
Isn't that the same thing?
You know, video and all of this came out of her moving and doing everything, which was absolutely incredible. If that thing is actually ruptured and whatnot, but it's if that's the case and all of that is 100% confirmed, and I don't know how she's doing that.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Gave us so many memories in Louisiana, and I mean, kept the Saints in New Orleans, rejuvenated the city, and first ballot Hall of Famer, much deserved, and also a lot better as calling games than he was when he initially did it.
Always should have been good at it.
Right. I think
he never really got a chance to find his footing.
They never give him. They didn't give him the same opportunity they give Tom Brady last year. Tom Brady wasn't great last year. He got better.
They did.
He also didn't sign a $375 million contract.
No. I get that.
Part of it.
But like,
then they kicked him to the Big Ten Network to call Purdue games.
The games that the quarterbacks that were playing at the time that you would just say, okay, this guy's gonna be really good at calling games if they want to do it. Peyton Manning, if you want to call, which he does his whole Manning cast.
Yeah, he just wants to drink during it.
Tom Brady,
which I
obviously. Matt Ryan, who was great as an analyst, and then now he's the president of the Falcons. Which
parlayed
awesome,
that one pretty well,
right? And Drew Brees was a guy like, okay, this guy's gonna be awesome at calling games. They didn't give him much of a shot. He's back in the booth, and he was a lot better this year than he was initially.
Well, I feel like once you fail, you're like, maybe I was trying too hard. Yeah, and it's like, fuck it, I'll get fired.
Tony Romo's got going backwards.
I feel like there's a conspiracy theory there.
What is that? You think he's got some dirt on somebody?
No, I think that Nance was like, you're taking too much of the shine, because he was calling plays before they were happening, and that you don't just stop knowing what you're looking at.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, shut the fuck up.
It was beautiful TV at first, and it was like it turned into quickly Tony Romo. Yeah, and for whatever reason, I've heard the same thing. I don't know how true that is, but it is a stark difference from where it started. I will say that.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because it was so much fun to watch it that way. And I'm sure they'll let Tom do it. He's telling me how to throw the perfect spiral. Tell me what the fuck's going to happen.
He's gotten better. This year he was better than he was last year.
Yeah, but I want to see what your brain sees.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And Drew's got – so shout out to Drew for the first ballot Hall of Famer. Shout out to Lindsey Vonn for skiing on a torn ACL.
That's crazy.
Yeah, amazing. All right, that's all we got for you on this beautiful Friday. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Not cold right now, which is great. Great golf weather.
Do you think Lindsey Vonn could beat Dave Portnoy in a race?
Yes, with a ruptured
torn ACL?
Yes, I do. But then, Dave Portnoy's got a torn hammy, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, double torn.
That's what he says. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can't watch us, but you like listening to us anywhere you get your pods. We'll be back live in studio on Monday. Fantasy draft next week.
That's right.
Get prepared.
And Jake Roberts again. Appreciate the feedback, fellas. Thank you all. $2 super chat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. That's all we got. Enjoy Super Bowl weekend. Enjoy your Friday. We love y'all.
Official petition for the Super Bowl to move to Saturday again.
Or Monday being off.
Yes.
Or Monday being off.
Or just not being a 5-hour game. One of the three.
That too. Well, the commercials, that never happened. Also, was very funny.
Oh.
The interviews, you know, they always have these random people in the Super Bowl doing these like funny interviews. So they had a guy interviewing.
Drewski?
No, they had a guy interviewing all the players, asking them what their favorite Bad Bunny song is. Every single one of them was like, I don't fucking know one song that he has.
He's on the walkout list.
Halftime performer.
I think Bad Bunny's a baller. Great in Happy Gilmore too.
Oh, he was great, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be able to know any of the songs.
No,
either.
but if I hear it, it's gonna be a banger.
Sure.
We're gonna find out.
We'll find out. Find out. All right. We love y'all.
Oh,
See you on Monday. Yes.
who's gonna have the best commercial for the Super Bowl?
Please tell me y'all have seen 50 Cent's commercial.
I've seen him on the internet.
Go. Did you see it, Jared?
Oh,
Go pull up the DoorDash 50 Cent commercial right now. We may get in trouble, but
Well, clearly.
holy shit. This man is next level petty.
He said you can read one page of a Harry Potter book.
Are you playing it?
I'm about to. What do you see? I see.
when did you see this commercial?
This morning. DoorDash, and I thought it was fake. Thought it was AI, but it was
might be
It was
AI.
DoorDash and 50
It's come
Cent.
to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll.
No, that's
Some
not it.
said even king
Wait,
of trolls.
is that it?
I don't know. You
Oh,
know
that was it. That was it. That was it. That was it.
Seen it. God damn.
I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? Delivering quality beef, that's more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing. And I'm always on time. Oh, that's how it comes. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this weekend, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
He's been on top of this.
I mean, I saw it this morning. I was like, this isn't real. And it was 50 Cent and DoorDash. Sponsored.
Wow.
Commercial. Age 4 years.
Who's counting?
Or 50 months. Who's counting? 50 Cent is. I was like, this is wild.
I don't think that's going to be on the Super Bowl.
That was
I
wild.
said, is that really gonna make it to the Sunday lineup? I would be shocked.
I mean, wow.
Good for if you.
I mean, it's wild, isn't it?
That's awesome. I mean, he ain't lying.
Yeah. All right. On that, we're gonna end the show. Enjoy your weekend. We'll vote on the best. We'll vote on the best commercials.
DoorDash
Oh my
is
God.
none of it. They got a head start.
I mean, that was amazing. All right. Love y'all. Peace.
Fireworks for the weekend.
I can't believe you hadn't seen that.
Up. Get him up. Get him up. Higher. 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 Higher.
Oh,
Nope. One time.
turn it off.